Okay. We'll let everybody kind of see.
Okay. Did everybody get their $1,000 for coming?
I have friends that play.
Oh, yeah. What? You didn't? Wait a minute.
I did. Did you get $1,000? No.
Yeah. She asked me for a second $1,000 because she's a big tipper.
And she said her cousin or somebody wanted to look at it, but they wouldn't order until next week. This is big. Good.
Everybody hungry? Yes? Did you bring your appetite?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going to get cooking. How's that? Is that good? Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Geri, and my last name is hard. My last name is Ziels, so everybody just calls me Geri Z. So that's how I kind of go by it, because otherwise people are like,
Yes. She moved it.
oh, nice. They're right here. Right, I'm going to give out some options and I bring orders.
That will probably take
I give it to Ivy. I give it to Ivy.
Yes, okay.
I don't need to. I already have.
I got to
Yeah, I get her.
Let me see. Let me see.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and you're going to get auction money throughout the evening if you help me with the recipe or ask me a question that makes me give a good good answer, or maybe you share an idea about a product that I'm demonstrating or how you use it in your home, because that's how I learn. So I'm going to share with you ideas that my other customers have shared with me, and so that works. So let me tell you what we're going to do. And the demonstration really is pretty much the preparation of the food. I'm going to show you how the products work. You're going to see how the products work. You're going to be able to fix a plate and eat. I'm not going to make you wait until the end of the party. Aren't I a nice person? Yes. And then while you eat, I'll show you the things that are on special. And then we'll do our auction game. Okay? So the auction game, I'm going to give away small pieces of Tupperware, some of our product prizes, and you're going to get to bid on those. And we're going to play one game kind of throughout the party that finds out how well you know our hosts. So whether you is everybody both your friends? Would you say everybody knows?
enemies, of course.
Well, you know, I have to say I like your attitude. So I didn't get a chance to meet you, but I like your attitude. So there's $1,000.
And that is my.
Okay, some of you brought orders.
Yes.
You brought an order. So there's $1,000 for you. And you brought orders. You brought 2 orders. Here's one. There's 2,000 for you. Anybody else bring orders to the party? Anybody bring a guest that wasn't invited? Yeah, but they would have been disappointed if you hadn't brought her today. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to pass out a piece of paper right now. You and I are going to buy for attention, but that's okay. You're going to win, not me. I'm going to give you $1,000 if you have your own pen. If you don't, I have a pen. Oh, look at you guys. Okay, so let me come around. We're around, wait. I have 2 pens. I'll give the show with a friend. It's in my bag, but I have. Let me grab some more.
Well, I have a pen.
You have a pen?
Yeah.
And did I give you that from pen? No. Can somebody? Oh, can you? Wait a minute. Somebody can help you.
I have pens out here.
I was going to say, I think I have. I have pens. Here,
There they are. Sure.
Where you want your pen more than you want mine, right? There you go. Of course it does. Of course it does. Okay. All right. Who else is right? Oh, did you money for? Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, yes.
And you know why I say that? Because I'm the one that typically misses. I can do a 3-point landing. You want to see how good I am. I can get up really fast.
Whoever falls first.
Okay, who else do I owe $1,000 to buy real pens?
Both pens?
Did I give you one?
Did she give you one?
Yeah. Okay, who else? I don't have a pen. Okay, so let me get a couple pens for you. Oh, did you say you had your pens?
I can dig, but she's
Yeah.
there. She says her family, she gets $1,000.
I know.
I'm sharing another
So,
pen.
I'm gonna give you $1,000 and I'm gonna give you a pen because did you have a sugar?
Well, we have another pen.
Yeah.
No, I said I have another pen to share.
Those are mine.
Barb, you need a pen? I need a
I
pen.
saw nothing.
Right? Okay. Okay, so now who do I owe catalog? Doesn't have a catalog. Everybody got one? Okay, all right, so now what we're gonna do, what about you? You're just walking around. Do you need one? Okay.
Oh, you're still in your drink.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a piece of paper and we're gonna find out how well you know Barbara and Myra. How's that? And these questions are not about, they're not things that typically you would know about them, so it really levels the playing field. And Barbara, I'm gonna put yours right here because I'm gonna need your answers too. And the way I do this when I have a double host party, because both the girls are going in on this party together. Oh, they are? Oh,
You never invited me.
Myra?
That's fine. You invited. Oh.
So anyway, so whichever answer you get right, here's how I do it. Whichever answer you get right, if it's Myra or if it's Barbara, that's 1 point. If you get both of them right, it's 2 points. So in other words, if they have the same answer, then I'm going to give you 2 points. So you're going to get more points than we normally do with the party when we only have the same almost. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so the first question is really quite simple. It's, did they decide to do this party because they wanted to have fun with family and friends, or because they wanted to get stuff for free?
Oh.
So right now, both is not a question.
Right.
Oh, should we write this?
Uh-huh.
Okay, make noise.
What happened?
What if it's neither of those two answers? I know the real answer. Does that count for triple?
Choose one of those. How's that? Okay. And so the first free thing that they're going to get is a gift from me, okay? And what I have for each of you is I have a small set of salt and pepper shakers. And then I have a magnetic, I have a magnetic 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon. So the little blue guys in here are a teaspoon and a tablespoon. So you can put those on your refrigerator. Because isn't that what we usually, when we're cooking, isn't that what we need usually is a teaspoon or a tablespoon? So you can put that on your refrigerator tonight and have that. Is that good?
Good.
That's the first thing that they get for free. The second thing that they get for free, or they're going to decide which one it is on page 75 of the catalog. So if you'd like to open that up, on page 75, the new catalog. Yes. There's a half a dozen items there that they can choose from that will give them a gift from me to them as a thank you for doing this party. So I brought a couple of them along with me and I'm going to show them to you. The first one happens to be, is this pretty or is this pretty? It is cute. This is our picnic basket. But the first one happens to be, I have to figure out which
Yes, I'm on the card.
Okay, so these are our 64-ounce freezer containers. And for those of you who've been using Tupperware for a very long time, you'll recognize them as square rounds, yes? except that they look a little bit different. Their seals are a little nicer now, and the color is certainly different and a lot more exciting, isn't it? So these are 64 ounces, so this is really a nice size. And what I tell, does anybody ever buy bagged vegetables? Do you ever buy bagged vegetables? Okay, so no? Okay. Well, I do. So when I buy bagged frozen vegetables, and you get down to the bottom of the bag and it's not enough to do anything with. So rather than tossing it, okay, or just waiting until you buy another bag, go ahead and put it in here. And so every time you get down to the bottom of the bag and you have 3 or 4 tablespoons left, just put it in here, and pretty soon, you know what you're going to do is you're going to fill it up. So you're going to have it that way. When I do chili, anybody like chili on a day like today? It's a good day for chili. Anyway, I go ahead and I'll freeze chili in here because this is enough for a whole meal very easily. Or spaghetti sauce in here, or maybe you do a soup or a stew, you could do that in here. Or maybe rice, because you know you can freeze rice. So maybe you come home from the grocery store and you get a big pot of water going and you make your rice and you cook a lot of rice. Go ahead and you can freeze it, and then you can just reheat it either on this cooktop or in the microwave. So this particular size isn't exclusive just for hostesses. So you can choose either one of those. The next one happens to be, and I actually have them out in the cart, I didn't bring them in, our soup mugs. The 2 little soup mugs. Or maybe it's not the next one. That kind of is, isn't it? Okay, our soup mugs, and those will take a can of soup. So let's go back to the chili, or we got a casserole and we've got some left over. So I can go ahead and I can throw it in there, and I can throw that in the freezer, freeze it, grab it if you're working full time and you need something for lunch, grab it, take it with. Don't put it in the refrigerator at work because you'll just keep it frozen. But you know, put it someplace where it's gonna thaw out. Or if you're not working, you know, maybe part-time, put it out on the counter and you can have a really nice lunch. You can also do a muffin in there. So if you take 1/3 of a cup of muffin mix and 90 seconds on high in the microwave, don't put the top on it. In most microwaves, and you'll have a muffin. If you want to do an egg muffin in there, take an English muffin, cut it in half. In the little mug that we're looking at. Are you looking at page 75? Page 75. Page 75. So take an English muffin, cut it in half, and then go ahead and take a slice of ham, lay that on top, put the English muffin in the bottom, lay that on top of the English muffin, and it'll kind of make a little bowl because it's going to come up the size a little bit. And then crack an egg in there, poke the yolk because you don't want it to explode, because that's what they do in the microwave if you don't poke that yolk. And then put a slice of cheese on top, the other half of the English muffin, 90 seconds on high in most microwaves. Now, if you have a really powerful one, I just had to replace my microwave last weekend. I was not a happy camper. But anyway, and now I've got a 1200 watt microwave. So I really have to learn now because it's so much more powerful than what I had before. So you may have to learn your microwave a little bit. Anyway, usually 90 seconds on high, and it will cook the egg, melt the cheese, warm the ham, and is it a little gooey? Yes, but you turn it out and you have a really neat egg sandwich. Put the cover on, the seal on, and vent it when you do that. So you can make your own egg McMuffin. And you can use a whole wheat or whatever you want to do that. So they could get a set of those. Those are a set of 2. Or they could choose the measuring cups and measuring spoons, and I'm going to work with those tonight. And why would you want the set? Because it's a set of 6. And I tell everybody that at every party, because if you go to Target or Walmart and you buy measuring cups and measuring spoons, it's a set of 4. You don't get the 1/3 cup and the 2/3 cup. With ours, you do. So you get the 1/4, the 1/3, the half, the 3/4, the 2/3, the 3/4, and the 1 cup. And you really need to work with this. Look how broad the handle is. And the measurements are in boxes here, so they're not going to roll. I'm not going to go in, but same thing with the measuring spoon. It's a set of 6. So you get the 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon, teaspoon, half tablespoon, and tablespoon. So that real fast. And what I love about them is that look at how they nest together. And so if I just want this one, I don't have to wash them all because they're not all on the same ring. So they could take that. Or who said they came just to get the jewelry? I did. You did, okay. So you could also take the jewelry. And I brought that. They can take it. No, I brought that. Nice try. Okay, so if you don't have a gel ring, this is the best. It's like I have a little chocolate on a gel ring. This is the best. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and make up your jello like you would normally, but when you use hot water, you use half cup less hot. Excuse me, cold. Use your regular hot water, but a half cup less cold water, and it'll be firmer. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to pour it in here. Okay? So what you're gonna, and if you wanna add your vegetables or you like making a fruited jello, whatever you like doing, put the seal on and put it in the refrigerator this way so that it sets up. Then when you're ready to turn it out, just flip it. You're gonna take it, put it on a plate, peel the seal, put it on a plate. And then you're gonna take your finger and you're just gonna go right underneath the top of this and just loosen it. Don't rip it because you'll rip the jello right out from underneath it. So just loosen it and let it walk away. Have patience, walk away. And you'll watch it go whoop, and it'll just drop right down on the plate. And then you can, decorate it or do whatever you want. You can do the meatloaf in here and turn it out on a baking sheet. And how pretty is that for a Monday? Meatloaf is kind of like plain dinner that I make a pig out of myself without a you guys, but I like mashed potatoes, and so mashed potatoes always go with the meatloaf. So it's good for that. At the holiday times, you make a Rice Krispie treat ring. You can do that. Can you see how this would be a holiday ring? Okay, so you could do that. You can go ahead and make an ice ring out of this, or you can make a punch ring out of it. If we were doing like a punch tonight, I would have suggested that you make a ring of punch rather than a water ring, because that way it doesn't dilute it. And you can, next time we get together, if somebody wants to do a club sandwich, and you have to do a club sandwich, which is really good for parties. So they can take that for free for the last one, and then we're gonna get cooking. That they can take is the breakfast maker. Now, okay, I have $1,000 for anybody. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this one works. But I have $1,000.
What do you want about the Jello?
Sure.
With the Jello, I pretty much understand you don't have to grease it or spray anything. What about it with the meatloaves and everything else?
It'll drop out too because it has fat and grease anyway.
Okay, so
Now with the Rice Krispie treats, I would butter the inside because it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, don't bake it in the oven. That's a great question. That was a great question. Yes, that will make it. Who would have in their oven?
For a dumb question?
But it was. No. Okay. So I have $1,000 for everybody who ever leaves home in the morning to go to work and doesn't have a. I have it ever. That's me. Is that you? Okay.
That's me.
That's you. Okay. Where were you going with my phones?
I know who. I don't eat breakfast.
Okay, so.
I do.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the breakfast. This is called the breakfast maker, and I'm going to share this with you. First of all, it's for making omelets. Isn't it pretty omelet? It's for making omelets. So what I can do is I can whip up 1 to 4 eggs in here, and I can just do plain, put the cover on, throw it in the microwave, 1 minute per egg. Okay, in most microwaves. And I'm going to hedge just a little bit again on timing, so don't pin me to the wall on it if yours is 90 seconds, or maybe it's only 45 seconds. It could change. I can make an omelet that has vegetables from last night's dinner. I can make a Spanish omelet by just adding some cheese and some salsa, and I can have a Spanish omelet. So pretty much I can do whatever I want. I can do oatmeal in here. So I can go ahead and do my quick cooking oatmeal in here. Oh. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I can do quick cooking oatmeal in here. So I can go ahead and make that in here, put the cover on, and probably 1 to 2 minutes and my oatmeal is ready. Okay. The other thing that I can do is, and this is from one of my hostesses, this is not my recipe, and her name's Christine Delgado, so I figure she's got good credentials, right? And she makes chili nuts in here. So what she does is she whips up a couple of egg whites. She either uses the diced Ortega chilies or the whole chilies. Whole chilies, she stuffs them diced. She just has the grated cheese on top. And she covers it 2 minutes on high in the microwave. Comes out, she splits it in it. She takes a spatula and she just does one of these numbers with it. Okay, so she just cuts it in half, slide it out of here, lays it in a tortilla. When her husband wasn't on a diet, that's all he got. He got the enchilada, the relleno, and he got it in a tortilla. When he got off his diet, now he gets a scoop of beans on top. She rolls it up and sends it out the door. Okay. Same thing with her grandson. So you can do that. Okay. Anybody like eggs Benedict? Poached eggs. Okay, for the poached eggs. Okay. We have little cups that go in here now. And so now you can do poached eggs. So you put 3 tablespoons of water filled to the fill line, crack your eggs in here, and then you're going to cover them. And the directions in your catalog say anywhere from 70 to 90 seconds. For 50 to 70 seconds. In my microwave, my one that just died, it was 70 seconds. Okay. Then you have poached eggs that you can just push right out, either eat on a piece of toast, eat on an English muffin, because when you do poached eggs, they're hard. You have to get the water boiling, then you have to stir the water, then you have to break the water, break the egg in the water, and you have to keep going, right? I never could make it work. Now I share with everybody I used to get. Huh?
I thought when you put eggs in my egg, you have to kind of do a pinhole on the yolk so it doesn't come out.
No, because these are they're protected because they're in water. But if I were doing like the egg McMuffin, yes.
Like, so put a hard-boiled egg in the microwave.
Well, actually, I have a piece of temple. That's a good question. I actually have a piece of temple where it's our smart steamer, and I can do 11 hard-boiled eggs in 11 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And these are not exclusive. Anybody can.
Nope, anybody can resell this. So the only thing that's exclusive, I'll tell you that it's exclusive. So the pink is an exclusive. Everything else I've shown you is for sale. So you can buy. So this is great too. It's just
your phone off again.
it's telling me that I have a message.
Well, you probably, whoever called you, left a message.
It did. Okay. All right. I'm supposed to have some girls that couldn't come with me tonight that wanted to watch the demo. So we'll see if they get on. Right now it's just me and the thing. So this is your breakfast maker, and now you've got your poached eggs. If they last one that they can choose from, I believe it's right on the very end, or actually up here at the top. And these are our little fruit smart containers. These are new for us. I believe these are in your sale flyer. And these are perfect. Does anybody ever buy boysenberries or blueberries or $8 a thing, right? Like uber expensive. So what these do is this is part of our Fridge Smart line. And these will keep those little berries just as fresh as they can be until you've eaten them all. Now remember, with your berries like that, you want to wash them as you eat them. Don't wash them ahead of time because you're going to make them mushy. And then what we have is it shows you, and I'll pass this around so y'all can take a look at it. It shows you how you're going to position the vent. So on our big containers, and I'll pass it around, I'll show you on my big one. On our big containers, they're either fruits and vegetables need air in order to survive. So they're either high, medium, or low breathers. And so what we did is we put a venting system in. This is a high breather, this is a low breather, excuse me, there's a high breather, a low breather, and then a medium breather. Okay? So it shows you, you can see the markings on the side of the container where it shows you what to do. So those berries will stay nice and fresh. And you'll also notice that there's feet at the bottom. Let me know if my phone gives me a hard time again.
Will I get $1,000?
Absolutely.
I told twice.
That is a hard bargain.
I will let you.
Woohoo!
We'll work together on this one.
You got it. So these feet at the bottom, this keeps your fruits and vegetables from sitting in their own moisture because they're 90% water anyway. So the moisture drains down to the bottom. So they don't sit in their own moisture, and yet we lock the moisture in so that they don't get dry, but we allow the gases that fruits and vegetables and ethylene gas that they produce as they ripen that causes them to go bad. So the deal is this: keep fruits with fruits, vegetables with vegetables, okay? Because they produce different gases, and when you put them together, they go bad real quick because those gases are not good for the other one. So this happens to be, and I apologize. This poor piece of Tupperware is so beat up. Yours would be pretty, but mine carries all my tools in it, so it's just constant. It's got knives in it. It's just beat up. But this is a medium deep, so this is one that I use for romaine lettuce. So like I was at Albertsons the other day. What I use it for, but I also use it for celery, and I also use it for carrots, and I also use it for onions, and then I also use it for like 4 things of strawberries. I'll put my strawberries in here. So I use it for everything. I use the flatter one. There's a flatter one that's about half the size. For asparagus, because asparagus right now is $1.99 a pound. corn on the cob. We just did corn on the cob last night. It was really good. It was real sweet. I could buy it on sale. It was like 3 years for $1.99 at Stater Brothers where I live. But we wouldn't eat 3 years, but I might buy, 4 or 5, 6 years, go ahead and put them in here and keep them nice and fresh so I can have them. So these are our fridge smart containers. This is one of the big ones that they could choose, the 2 little ones. So question number 2, now we're gonna start to cook, is which of those 6 items do you think they'll take for free?
Is it an answer for?
No, you just choose, which one do you think they'll take?
You can write it down, 2 different answers, right? Because they have 2 different personalities. I know the water one.
I would probably
No. You're sharing the gift.
Oh, so yeah, well, sure. Okay. That's cinnamon vanilla. We definitely don't want that. That's a timer.
You're supposed to be writing your answers.
I did.
Already.
Okay.
On these, on the big box freezer ones, you can put vegetables, different vegetables together in one.
Exactly, and that's a great question, and I should have said that. You can keep high breathers or high breathers and low breathers and low breathers. Just make sure, because they emit the same type of gas. Right. So just make sure. Obviously, lettuce is a low breather, right, but Brussels sprouts are high. Okay, because they give us gas too. So you know what kind of stuff. Isn't that right? So what we're gonna do? Let me get my stuff down.
I mean, with that,
It should be starting to see.
Give her a raw carrot.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our chicken. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I come home from wherever it is that I've been, because I don't work a full-time job, Tupperware is my full-time job. And I've been in Tupperware since I was 17 years old. I started as a high school student because I needed a job. And I didn't have any experience and nobody wanted to hire me. Oh, poor me. And I've never looked back and never been sorry. So the car that let you know that the Tupperware party was here, Tupperware pays for that car. And they pay for that car. No, I pay for the gas, but they pay for the insurance, they pay for the state licensing, and GMC pays for the servicing of the car. So I feel pretty lucky that it's pretty easy. I've been driving this one for a year. I'll drive it for 1 more year, and then they'll give me another one. Is that pretty good? Do you like that? I don't know about you, but I don't buy cars every 2 years.
Can you use it when you're not going to a Tupperware?
Absolutely, yes. It's
Personal?
anything that you want. So if I
You
have,
can't get home with it, it's yours.
it's in my driveway all the time. Yeah. So if
Can
I
you use it to go to Palm Springs?
absolutely want to go. That's about an hour. That's about 40. That was a good question. Are we going shopping? Okay, I'll give you $1,000. I already told them to. Uh-oh, somebody just came on. Okay. All righty. So anyway, all that to say, they'll replace that car every 2 years for me. I can do anything I want with it. The only thing I can't do is I can't take it out of the country. It has to stay in the United States. Okay. Which I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. And if I don't want to take the car, I can, after a year, I could have turned it in and I could take cash. And they would pay me $475 a month to go towards my own car. So we have a great car program, and there's different levels of cars. This is the 3rd level up. There's higher levels
You
as
would
well.
have to make a certain amount to qualify for a first level.
Yeah. So it's based on sales, and so that's how we qualify for the
So
car.
like the 5th level, like Porsche or something?
No, actually, it's a Mercedes.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see, how many $1,000 do I owe you now?
1. 3.
I think I owe you 3.
So, because you see, that's a cute little Mercedes. I hope you get that someday.
I do too.
That's worth another $1,000. That's yours.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, it is a kid.
No more brown nose.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a a product called the Stack Cooker. And you know what? And I haven't, y'all have microwave, and I'm not going to pay you for this, but y'all have, everybody has a microwave, I'll bet, right? Does anybody not have a microwave? Because some people don't. Okay, some people don't. So you know what? Oh, so okay. Trick question. Trick answers. The microwave is the most efficient appliance you have in your kitchen. And the reason that it is because you can take grandma's recipe, your mom's recipe, your auntie's recipe, and you can cook it in 25% of the time. In most microwaves, now with the higher powered ones, you can probably cook it in 15% of the time that you would do on the stove or in the oven. And so that's a real savings when you think about your electricity bill. And you know, where I live, it gets really hot. And you guys, I don't know if you have air conditioning here or not, but even in my kitchen with air conditioning, once I turn on that cooktop or once I turn on that oven, it heats up the kitchen. The recessed lighting in my kitchen heats up the kitchen. And so my air conditioner has to run harder and harder and harder. So by using the microwave, not only do I cook foods in a much more, you know, timely manner, but it also saves me money in the long run. So we cook by weight in the microwave. So here's the deal. If you have a microwave and it's probably, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10 years old, you can check the wattage by just taking a cup of water, putting it in your microwave. If it boils in 2 minutes, you've got a 700, 750 watt microwave. If it boils in under 2 minutes, then you're probably looking at one of those 1,000, 1,100 watt microwaves, okay? If it boils in 3 or 4 minutes, you need to go get a new microwave. You're in trouble. Okay. So what we're gonna do, so that's how you do the wattage. So the rule is with the average microwave, because most of us, that's what we still have, and I did until this weekend, it's 6 minutes per pound for everything except for seafood and shellfish. Everything. If you're doing shellfish or seafood like I did, I'm gonna tell you how I do salmon. So a pound of salmon, I can do in 3 minutes. Okay, imagine that, 3 minutes for a pound of salmon. And so that's going to be the average microwave. If I've got the newer one, and I'm going to have to start playing with mine, probably 1.5 minutes. That's fast. Okay, so this is the Stack Cooker. It's been around for 100 years. Does anybody have this in a different color? Because it's been in an assorted number of colors. Okay, so let me share with you what we can do. Okay, so what it comes with a 3/4 quart. It comes with a cone. We're not going to use the cone tonight, but this makes my bottom one a bundt pan. So we talked about that meatloaf. I can do a 2-pound meatloaf in 12 minutes. How long does it take in the oven? 3 hours. Well, you in your stove. It comes with a colander. So now I can make it a vegetable steamer. We're going to do the chicken in it. I can do ground beef in it, and all of the fat and the bloody byproducts of ground beef, guess where that's going to go? It's going to go in the bottom container rather than me eating it like what I do when I'm on the stove. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to chop it up and shred it. It comes with, so my vegetables, my ground beef, my ground turkey. Anybody eat ground turkey for instead of ground beef? Okay, well then I want to share with you that. Okay, and then I can also do the chicken, which we're going to do tonight. So we're going to do that out. It comes with the 3/4. This is where I do cakes. This is where I do a whole chicken. So that whole chicken, I take this cone and I put it in the cavity of the chicken, and I put the chicken in here. You can marinate it with a pollo, sweet and sour sauce, barbecue sauce. I like to do it just real simply. I just rub it with some olive oil and put some spices on it. I like to just keep it really easy. And if I wanted to do, and I shared this last weekend, we did this at one of the parties. If I wanted to do stuffing, I would take one of my big bowls there, and I would take a box of Mrs. Covison's stuffing mix, dry, and I would chop up, and I'm going to use the Power Chef here in a second. I would chop up a half an apple, a couple stalks of celery, and, okay, let me tell her she needs to mute.
Sorry.
Bridget, mute, okay. She's watching the party. Yeah, it's okay if you make noise. It's okay. Okay. Anyway, so what I did is, and then a couple stalks of celery and half an onion. I chop it up with the Power Chef, and you're going to see me do that tonight. I mix it in the bowl with the dry stuffing mix. You don't even have to add any more spices, but you can if you want to. And then 5 minutes before this whole chicken is due to be done, I pack that dry stuffing mix around the bottom. And what is it? Soaking up all the juices, right? So just like when you do it on the cooktop. Now I cover my chicken in the microwave because even the new one that I just got delivered and they put it away for me, it's not self-cleaning. Because self is the one that has to clean it. I cover it because it doesn't clean itself. So it keeps it from, making a mess. I do cakes in here. So I will make up my cake mix in the Power Chef. I'll show you. And I pour the cake in here. In 8 to 10 minutes, I have a cake done. Pineapple upside down cake, a cobbler done in here. 2 weeks ago, I was in Hawaii doing a Tupperware party. Can you believe that? I have Salesforce members that live there, so I was there training. We did Spanish rice right in here. And so we used long grain rice. They use sushi rice over there, where we would use long grain rice over here. We used a can of diced tomatoes. We chopped up an onion, chopped up some bell pepper, mixed it all together, put it in the microwave, 30 minutes, and it was done. Voila. How easy is that? That salmon, let me share with you what I did is I took the salmon. Now I do salmon here without the colander because it's a moist fish and I want the moisture to stay there. I don't want the moisture to drain down. So I put a pound of salmon in here. So I go to Albertsons and I buy the big, I just say, give me a 1 pound piece. I cut it in half and I make it so that sometimes I have to cut it in thirds depending upon how long it is. I put it in here and you can squeeze some lemon juice on it if you want to. I'll put it in for 2 minutes and then on the last minute I buy fresh spinach and I keep it in my fridge mornings. And I'll grab a handful of fresh spinach, put it on top, put it back in for another minute. The spinach wilts over the top of the salmon and it finishes cooking and it's yum, yum, yum. And then so easy to do. I can have some rice going. I can do whatever you like to do to go with your salmon. I do stuffed bell peppers in here. I did a pork roast in here, a 2.5 pound pork roast, 18 minutes. All right, and then I shred it with the Power Chef like I'm gonna do the chicken. So this really is my go-to piece. So we're gonna put the chicken in here. And we have wonderful tools I want you to know that I brought with me for you to take a look at. There's a lot of chicken. You're gonna have chicken. Because I'm gonna double this. Are you sure you are? We'll do it. I'm gonna double this by shredding it. So when I shred it in,
No, yeah.
okay.
No, I remember, yeah.
Remember how much I got when we did it last Friday night? You guys didn't believe me, but I got a lot. So, okay. So, and this is my go-to spoon, by the way. These will take up to 400 degrees on your cooktop. They're $10, so easy. Just don't leave them laying in the pan because they will get hot. And you all know how I know that, right? Because I do everything for you the first time. So I can tell you what not to do. The spice that I'm using is a Southwest Chipotle. Doesn't it smell good? Okay, it's a Southwest Chipotle. We do sell the spice. If you like cumin, it has lots of cumin in it. This is probably, how much do you think this is in weight?
I don't know, 4 pounds. 3 to 4, yeah.
I'm gonna say you're probably right. I will probably have to stir this because it's so much. Okay, so let's say we've got 3 pounds in here. So 3 times 6 is 18 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it in for 18 minutes and then I'll check it. And if it needs a little bit more time, then we'll do that. Okay, so I am gonna cover it. When the handles are all lined up on your stack cooker, it's not vented. When I turn the handle, can you see that it's vented? So we're not into steaming chicken, so we're gonna vent it. And this is your, right there. I'll put it in. And, okay, while that's going on, let's make salsa, shall we? So we're gonna go ahead and this is your food processor without a cord. All right, so it has a little rubber gasket on the bottom so that it doesn't across the counter. It comes with a triple blade knife. It comes with a whipper blade. This is where I do this, the cake, the sauces, the omelets. I can do anywhere from 8 to 12 eggs in here, whip them all up, and then when I do a brunch party, I'll just pour them in and into the breakfast makers and that breakfast maker, when you fill it, is enough for 2 people. So what I've got in here is I've got the onion And did I see garlic? I'm not, did you have garlic, fresh garlic?
Fresh garlic.
It also comes with a little funnel, and it fits right here. So when I'm not sure I see lines. Oh, there'll be lines over here. I can get them. So if I needed to measure, there's measurements here. I can close this off. Okay, so close it off, and you don't see any daylight. Open it up, and now it's going to drip down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it has a sister or a baby, whichever you like to call it, and it's a little chopper. Now, what can I do in here? I'm going to do onion, obviously, but I can do celery, carrots, onions. I can do cabbage. I can do, I've done nuts. I can do, this is where I do my ceviche. This is where I do my gazpacho, because I grow tomatoes at home. I have a garden. And I can do, this is where I can do pesto. Last Saturday, I did a pasta pesto party and made fresh pesto. So I can do that. I see that we have chilies here. So how about if we do a couple of the chilies? Now, I don't know about you, but I always forget and then I touch my face.
Yes.
Okay. Low power mode. And I didn't bring a plug. Okay.
So you need a charger?
I think it. Okay, so this is the little one. And I'm going to go ahead. The reason I'm doing this is I want you to see it work. I could put everything in here and it would be just fine. But I'd like everybody to see the little one. So this is the little chop and prep. And I'm just going to go ahead. I can do a can of tuna in here. I can cut up eggs, like for egg salad sandwiches. I can do the shredding of the chicken, just like I'm going to do. I can do the hamburger in here. But this is the little one. And I'm just going to pull it. And voila. Now, I don't know how long it would have taken you to chop it up like that. It would take me a long time. So now I have my little chopper. So maybe I just need to do half an onion. Or maybe I just need to do a part of a potato. I don't need to, have a whole bunch. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this on. We're gonna use that in just a minute. And I'm gonna take the same top, and you're gonna be so excited because this is on sale today. And I'm going, now, the first pull is always the hardest. Does anybody want to try? Now you want me to do it? Does anybody want to try? Okay. Okay, you're probably going to want to stand up because you want some leverage. Yeah, I pay you $1,000. Okay, yeah, just put your hand on it and pull. Short pull. You don't have to. Yeah.
You can see like that bit of the piece is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, that might be good. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have. Okay, so I went ahead and I chopped that up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add some tomatoes to it because we're using fresh tomatoes. Now, we could use canned tomatoes, and with the canned tomatoes, we'd probably have more like a salsa. This is going to be more like a pico de gallo. Okay, so this is going to be more pico de gallo, but that's okay. Doesn't that taste good too?
Are those knives you're using Tupperware?
Pardon me? Yes, these are our knives. And what I love about them is that they all come with covers. And so I have them up here for you to take a look at. And I walked off again without the bread knife, but there's a great bread knife. There's a tomato knife here that's serrated. This is great for cutting sandwiches, so they don't slide around. There's a little utility knife, paring knife, and then there is, this one is, I don't remember which. This is the utility knife, that's the paring knife.
So do they come separately or are they a set?
Double check the catalog, and that's a good question because you know what? There's a brand new catalog with us that just started Saturday.
There's a set.
And I think there's a set. You can add some to it also. So I'm going to go ahead. It does help if you get it connected. I know, what do you guys, I think it needs one more tomato. What do you think?
onion.
I knew.
Did I put those little things? We can put them in there after.
It was 18.
Okay, now I'm going to add the secret ingredient. And the secret ingredient is the spice that I used on the chicken. What did I do with my measuring spoons?
My recipe. Yeah, they're hiding behind them.
There we go. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of this. Can you smell the chicken cooking? And so these are our spice shakers. This holds 1 full cup. And I can either scoop, this is, I'll have to pour with this, or I can shake. And then we need the juice of half a lime. So I'm going to come over here and grab a couple. And I'm going to use, how many of you have one of these? I got my first one of these outside of La Paz in a little fishing village in Mexico. Loved it, but it was pot metal and it broke. Well, this isn't going to break. This is not pot metal. It's wonderful. So, and it comes with a zester. So I can actually zest, and zest has more flavor than just the juice does. So this comes with a zester. This will hold about 1/4 cup, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the cut side down. And we're just gonna squeeze it. This is my go-to in the kitchen all the time. And I have lime trees. And so I have the little Mexican limes. They are wonderful. They're so juicy and they're so good. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. Are y'all okay with this?
Yeah.
Everybody, okay. I'm using our silicone spatula. It's gonna be hot. Or maybe not. Are these? You never know, because sometimes these are hot, and sometimes they're not. Okay. The only thing we don't have in here is we don't have cilantro, so it's okay. Some people don't like it.
We'll be back.
Okay, so you can see that we're a little bit more pico de gallo because we're not as juicy. And so with the fresh tomatoes, but if we used canned tomatoes, then it would have been real salsa and salty. Okay.
You guys can use this.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put some of this in the, you know what, let me match this, because it had chicken. Is this your,
It's in the, right here in this boat.
okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make guacamole now. And so I'm gonna reserve about 1/3 cup of the salsa for the guacamole, because it has everything you want. It has the chilies, it has the onion, it has the tomatoes, it has the garlic, it has everything. I'll probably add a little bit more lemon juice to it. And I didn't salt this, so if you like to salt things, I would suggest that you do that, because we never know who we're cooking for. I don't add salt to anything, because I never know who my audience is, that maybe they can't have salt. So I just try to. Okay, so does this look like about 1/3 cup? Maybe a little bit more. How's that? Is that better? Okay. So let's put this out. I'm going to move my Tupperware in a few minutes. Okay. And if you have a spoon that I can borrow, because normally when I do avocados, I use an ice cream scoop. But we, for some reason, discontinued. And do you have trash?
Yes.
Can I just use this?
Yeah.
So usually I would use an ice cream scoop to scoop this out. But I had somebody who wanted my ice cream scoop. So I sold it to her. And so I have to order another one. There we go. Probably better to get that in there right now. So I'm just gonna go, how many do you want me to use? Okay, y'all like guacamole, yes?
There's some over here too. These are soft. This is softer, yeah. This one's pretty hard.
That one wasn't quite right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop it out. Okay, so how do I do a cake mix with here? Okay, so that wasn't quite right. So what I do is I put the paddle in.
You really don't want a cookware item that can ripen enough.
No. Well, you know what? I would have been here to do that, but there was traffic on the freeway. I live on the other side of the world from you all. Apple. Oh, give her $1,000. You are so smart.
I'll keep her though.
So what I would have, if I were doing a cake, if I were doing a cake, what I would do is I would put my eggs, my oil, and my water down in here with the paddle. I'd pull it a couple of times just to mix up the eggs and the oil and the water. And then I would add the cake mix. And then what I would do is it would about 8 or 9 pulls and it would be completely mixed. So you know what? I have a big KitchenAid mixer. I don't know how many of you do, but they're super popular. But they're a pain in the drain to clean. They take up a lot of room in the kitchen, and they're heavy. And so I like going ahead and being able to use this. This goes in the dishwasher if you have one. If not, it cleans up super easy, super clean. And then you just put it away. And when I clean it tonight, I'll show you. I pack everything down inside. So all these little pieces and parts store right inside this. So you don't. All you need to do is room for this. Yes, ma'am.
Now I have the chocolate chocolate. The chocolate has that blade, the one that you crank on the top.
The quick chef, we still sell it.
Yes, but you could make cake mix in that as well.
You could.
It has that blade. We have that.
It has the paddle. It has a paddle.
It has the paddle. Yeah.
I kind of wear my
So,
cookie.
do you think this was much better than the other one?
Here's the difference, and you know what? You should come up and try it then. And the reason you've tried the Power Chef, okay. I think it's easier to pull. I think the turn is a little more difficult. And my husband has Parkinson's disease, and so he doesn't have. It could take him a half an hour to make a sandwich because he doesn't have any strength in his hands, and he doesn't have any. He's lost all of his muscle tone. And he can pull this.
See, I find it pulling was harder, and therefore I got the training.
Then you should stay with your Quick Chef and be happy with that. Because it's a good one too. Okay, I think we'll make this the last one. What do you guys think? You agree with me? Oh, thank you. Because we got to get this guacamole done because that chicken's going to be done and you guys want to eat.
That ripens it.
Okay. We're going to try after we do the chicken. Okay. You're on.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more spice to this, just to kick it up a little bit. Well, a little bit more. And I'm going to add, woohoo! It's going to be party on guacamole. And a little bit more lime juice, because I want to preserve the color. And if I had the top on, I could have squeezed this into the funnel. Because the top's off, I'm just going to do it this way. How are we doing? 2 minutes. And then we'll check the chicken. And then I'm going to shred the chicken for you. And I can do shredded, I'm gonna shred it in here. Say what? Does anybody want to try this? Okay, so you want to just put one hand on top and then just pull.
Yeah, it is. You want to try it? Try it. Yeah, it's moving. Yeah.
Okay, let's check it.
That's how long it was guaranteed for those rates. Do they fall apart?
You know what?
Eventually?
Here, you know what? I have not replaced any because this breaks. Let me show you two. Hold on. This comes apart for easy cleaning. And so let me show you where it comes apart. I just take a spoon and I stick it right here and do one of those numbers and it comes apart. I rinse this off. I put this, I have a dishwasher, so I put this in my dishwasher because it's touched the food. I don't put this in the dishwasher. Okay? The only thing I've replaced on this so far is I had one customer, she broke this. So I just replaced it for her. Okay? And then I had somebody else who broke this, so I replaced it for her. I don't know what she did.
Full thing.
That I have, yeah, it is. It's a really strong cord. These were not all ripe avocados. They're going to take a little bit more. Actually, you have to. It will time, right? Okay, so now look.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so they just need a little bit more time. So again, if you like salt, you may want to add salt to this. So, because like my son loves salt, he wants salt on his avocado. So you may want to add salt to this again. I don't because it's kind of my thing. Okay, so why would you have a low battery? You were fully charged. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that all in. I'm going to check the chicken. Okay, so let me tell you how we sell this. Okay, so the little chopper, if you buy it all by itself, is $39. Okay? If you buy it together with the big one by itself is $69. But if you buy it together with the big one, it's $79. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? That little guy over there costs $10. You only get one of the pull things because you just need one. You don't need anything else to store. So that's how we sell it. However, today, when you place an order of $100 or more tonight, this is $25. Okay, so there's 3 ways to buy it. You can buy it with the little one, $79, be done. You can buy it individually, $69, $39, be done. If there's other products, and I'm going to show you some other things that are on special with a $100 order, $25. And this is why we're pushing the party in tonight. So I'm going to be on a dead run, or I may be inputting some orders while I'm here because I have to order tonight because this special will go off and it won't be available in the morning. Okay, so all right, so let's check the chicken. There you go. Okay. Okay, we're gonna check the chicken. Does anybody mind if the guacamole is still in there with the chicken? And you'll notice, now, hold on. I have it. I'm going to put it on here because I don't know about your counter because it's hot. This also acts as a trivet. So I can do this and set this on top.
There's beans.
Okay. So I'm gonna stir it. This is a lot of chicken. Say what? Me feathers? Oh, the chicken. I think it needs just a couple more minutes. Okay, I think, ladies, it just needs maybe 2 minutes.
Are you sure?
Nope, I am. Look at, I mean, there's some that's not done, but I'm thinking maybe 2 more minutes and it'll all be done.
I was thinking she needed a lot.
Look at how much of it is done. I mean, you can see there's not very much that's not done. It's just about complete. So I'm gonna put it back in for 2 minutes because we. So. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. So we do sell the Southwest Chipotle. If somebody needs to see the ingredients, I just open up this package, but it is MSG free. Just so that you know.
He's like,
Okay.
$10,000 from her.
Okay, so let's wind up our game, shall we, while we wait for that. Okay, so hostesses, when they host a demonstration, can get products for free out of the catalog. I have a lady right now who promised me whose party I did on Sunday. She has $89 worth of products coming for free. She gets to shop through the catalog and choose what it is that she'd like to have, or she can get what we call a special host gift. So the picnic bag, this is 83 host dollars that I have right here. This little picnic bag comes chock full of Tupperware. So it comes with 2 of our 2-quart pitchers that are great for the picnic, but also great in the refrigerator, right? It comes with 6. Now these we sell. These are 16-ounce freezers or small freezers. It comes with 6 of these. So if I were going on a picnic and I were taking sandwiches, I could certainly put a half a dozen sandwiches in here or all the sandwich fixings. Otherwise, this is good for a pound of hamburger, 2 cups of sauce, 2 cups of soup, anything. It's going to come with a set of 6 of these. Avon probably isn't selling slices, but you never know. It comes with 2 of our 30-ounce size. Again, you know, if your family's a little larger and you're freezing, it comes with 2 of these. And then it comes with 2 of the 48. So we sell this size, we sell this size. Oh, and we took the seals off on this side. And we sell this particular size. So again, if I were packing salads in here for a picnic, or I want to use these in my freezer when I'm not, you know, going on a picnic, I could certainly do that. And it comes with a really cute little bag. It's not just a cute bag. And it's all, I mean, you can go do anything with this bag that you wanted to do. In the sale flyer, there's another 21-piece set. And I'll show it to you. It's got a 3-piece bowl set. So if you want to look in the little sale flyer that's in your packet, it comes with 4 of our luncheon plates. Okay, Barbara, I'm gonna let you take a look at it. You're gonna hug this. Well, I think it's all done. What do you think? I don't see any pink at all. What do you think? Anybody else want to inspect? Ronnie? I think it's good. What do you think? How about that?
Ronnie, you don't even need to eat.
Yeah, but I make chicken. It's what I make.
Here. It's done.
Put on your sunglasses.
I think it's done. Oh, lights!
I know.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't see anything that's not done. Okay, we'll move you around over here.
Like, they're
Okay.
so bright.
So in the little sale flyer, there's a 21-piece bowl set, and it comes with a 3-piece serving bowl set, which I'll show you in a minute while I work on this. It comes with 4 of our wonderful luncheon plate, or our dinner plates. It comes with 4 bowls with their seals. Do you have a bowl for this? And then it also comes with 4 sets of our silverware that you can use and with covers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and you notice I didn't fill it too full, because if you fill it too full, guess who it's gonna make it more difficult for you. So the 21-piece bowl set I have, it comes with a serving rice server, and I'll show it to you in a minute, and it comes with a pitcher, a stirring pitcher. But I know you guys are hungry, so I'm gonna keep working. Okay, so which do you think the girls might choose? The 21-piece collection? Or do you think they would choose the picnic pack? Or do you think they just do a shopping spree? Okay, tell me if this is as much as you want it to be chopped. You want to shred a little bit more? Is that good? You want to shred it more? A little bit more, okay? Okay, now the other thing that we're doing, and this is why we want to get our party, if we can, we'd like to get the party in tonight, is because we're offering hostesses with qualified parties an additional $113 worth of credit to spend. And we're offering that to them absolutely free up until tomorrow. After tomorrow, after tonight, it's $25, which is still a good deal, right? We're also offering them the 4 little cute little mugs. If you want to hold them up while I keep stirring. And there's 4 little mugs that come with the spoons. It's a $28 retail value. And we're offering those to them as well. And up until tonight, they're free. After tonight, they're $5. Still not a bad price, right? Okay, so how do they get them? Well, the mugs, all they need to do is make sure they have a $300 party, which we know they're going to have, and 2 people schedule a party from theirs. The $113 worth of host credit, they need 2 people to schedule a party from theirs at a $750 party, which is pretty easy to do. My party less than $1,000. So when she closed her party today, I said you have over $300 worth of products that you can get absolutely free. She got her free hers. That if they want to get it for free, if they want to go ahead and spend the $5 and the $25, we can keep it open all week. Okay. So it's not the end of the world. They don't lose the credit. It's just that it's not free.
Oh, I put the beans.
Oh, I'm like, what was I cooking? So I do shredded pork. I do, you're watching me do the chicken. And if it gets stuck, just shake it. Okay. You see what I mean? Why don't you guys do this? Since the beans are ready, yes? Okay. Do you have a spoon, or I can use my spoon? Do you have another spoon? Or actually, you know what we could do? Yeah. These are also new for us. These are our tongs. And you can, how's that? Does that work? Okay, aren't these neat? Now I can't. So I was just going to show you this. So let me show you. How it's hard. So I can clean them easily. I can use them separate, or just snap them back together again. So let me move my Tupperware. You guys fix the plate. I'll finish shredding the chicken. Then we'll finish up the game. We've only got let me do the last 2 questions. Question number 3 is, who do you think will be the first 2 people to schedule their own party? Who do you think will be the first 2 people to schedule that's question number 4. Oh, 4. Sorry. That's not what 3. Oh, that's 3. 3 was, would they take the shopping spree, the picnic pack, or the bowl? Yeah. Okay. So that question number 4 is, who do you think will be the first 2 people to schedule a party? And question number 5 is, if I gave them $1,500 a month in their checking account, would they save it, spend it, or pay them.
Oh, I know what mine would do.
What do you think about tortillas?
Yeah.
What?
Two different things.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this. So, hang on to your piece of, are you done with your, are you sure we can?
Just up the tortillas.
Okay, so we'll wait a couple seconds. Oh, and you can also do those tortillas in your stack cooker like we did last Friday night. We did about 10 at a time in what, 2 minutes? We put them in the colander and some water in the bottom. 10 tortillas in about 2 minutes. Okay, so question number 1, did they decide to do it to have fun or get free stuff? What'd you write?
Have fun.
Have fun, okay?
Why did I write yes?
I don't know.
Okay, what did you say?
I said stuff, free
Free
stuff.
stuff, okay, and what did you say?
I said,
Have fun, all right, okay. And what did you say? Have fun with family and friends or free fun?
Well, I didn't spell it out, I just said one word.
It's okay, good. Fun, family, friends. Whoa, okay. Free stuff. And you said, now you've got the answer?
Yes.
you said yes.
Fun.
Yeah, I said yes. And what did you write? The answer is? Fun with family and friends.
Fun with family.
Look at you guys. Okay. Question number 2 of those 6 items. Which one do you think they'll choose? What did you write?
I put Fridge Mart Mini.
The mini fridge smarts. Okay. What did you write?
The breakfast meat.
Breakfast maker. Okay. And how about you?
I put the mini freezer for one and the double mold for the other.
Okay. So you gave us 2 answers. Okay. That's fine.
I put the breakfast maker.
Okay. Breakfast. Jello mold. Okay.
I put the measuring spoon and cup, and also I put the 2 cups of 2 cup soup.
The soup bags. Okay. All right.
Jello.
Jello. And what'd you write?
I did the 22-liter containers for the freezer for sharing. The pink one.
Oh, yes. The 48 ounce. And the pink ones. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And the answer is?
The breakfast maker.
Breakfast maker.
I put measuring spoon.
Okay, so if you had both of those, you got 2 points. If you had one of those, then you got 1 point because they were both different. Okay, so question number 3 was, will they do a shopping spree? Will they take one of the picnic pack or the bowl set?
I put picnic.
Picnic,
Shopping spree.
shopping,
I put one girl would get the picnic and the other get the shopping.
okay,
I put the shopping spree.
okay. Shopping, 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 and the answer is shopping, shopping, all right. Okay, all right.
Yeah, 2 points for that or nothing.
If you both, they both did it, so if you had shopping, you got 2 points for that. Excuse me.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so then the last question, last 2 questions of, who did you say would be the first 2 people to schedule their own party?
I didn't write anything because I'm not sure.
Okay, well, it's only a guess anyway.
I put Bridget and Veronica.
Bridget and Veronica.
Sophie and Mary
Marianne, okay. And what did you write?
I was gonna put the outfit, but I didn't.
I think that's the little one, isn't it? Okay. Okay, just checking, okay. Sylvia and Bridget, all right.
Sylvia and Ronnie.
Sylvia and Ronnie, okay. All right.
Sylvia and Marianne.
Sylvia and Marianne. And Myra, what did you write?
Sylvia and Bridget.
Sylvia and Bridget?
I did the same.
Sylvia and Bridget, okay, so. If you did Sylvia and Bridget, guess what? You got 2 points, all right?
And if they used our name, you got 1,000, right?
I love her spirit. All right. Okay, all right, so last one, save and spend and pay bills.
I put spend for one and pay bills for the other.
Okay,
Pay bills.
pay bills.
And the same as Sylvia, 1 for spend, 1 for pay.
Okay.
I didn't hear that question, I didn't answer it.
Well, what would you say? Answer it, because you know,
It's a question.
if I gave them that $1,500 every month in their checking account, would they save or spend their pay bill?
Oh, pay bills, I guess.
Okay, so we're gonna do, okay.
Pay bills.
Okay, save.
I just put save it.
Save it, okay.
I don't have many to say.
Bills spent.
Okay, and Mara, what'd you write? Pay bills, and Barbara?
Save.
Save it. Okay, so pay bills and save it is a winner.
Give me attention.
Well, you know, there's a thought process there. If you pay bills, you can spend more,
Yeah.
right? And the reason I choose $1,500 is that that's how much money we make by doing just a couple demonstrations a week. And, you know of anybody that'd like to make some extra money, or maybe you've been thinking about doing something for vacation money this summer, because vacations aren't as much fun, or much more fun than staycations, right? And, you know, I don't know many vacations that you can go on where it's not going to cost you a couple $1,000s. So, you know, I can make that kind of money in 2 months and doing Tupperware. And I would love to see you all have a local consultant. And I could help you get your business started, because there's lots of business here. I was here 3 times last weekend. I was here Friday night, I was in Carson on Saturday, and I was in Diamond Bar, which is a little closer to home for me, on Sunday. So there's tons of business. And next week I'm in Pico Rivera. I mean, there's all kinds of business here that I come down for, and I would love to have somebody get started, because I think you all need a local consultant. Not one that comes and says, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
That's what it sounded like.
Pardon me?
Streaming, I know.
Okay, so add up how many you got right.
Oh, I didn't get that many right.
Point wise? Or
Yes. How many points did you get right? Look at all that chicken.
There's a lot of checks left over for Barbara.
But did you see, I mean, really,
Yeah.
so if you were doing hamburger or you were doing pork, I mean, you actually double the amount of servings that I would have gotten had I left it chopped.
Yeah.
Okay, and how easy was that? I love these tongs. I'm just in love with them. Put them on the okay, so how many points did you get?
I only got 2.
2. Okay, who got more than 2? You got 5. Anybody get more than 5? I got 5. You got 5. Okay, how many else? How many did you get? 8. 8. Wow. Okay. You got 8 also. Okay. How many did you get? 5. Oh, that's right. Okay. So here, let's do this. Really, there's 1,000 here. You got 5. Who else had 5? You got 5. Okay, there's 5. And you had 8. So I have 5. There's 5,000 for you. And you have 5. You had 8. Well, look at you. Very sure. So you guys can start. I didn't give you that. Yeah.
So there's plates.
Yeah. How much you money I'm gonna do some more one-shot fiction plate, and then as soon as you get your plates, I'll show you what's on salt.
Yeah, I was telling her. The rice has a lot of salt because I put the pump. There's right. All these food. Drinks I expected. There's beans and rice. But I think the rice is a bit